Hi, welcome to the first ever video edition of my Moonletter blog. This is the Summer Solstice 2008 edition. July 25th in San Diego is going to be the premiere of the first piece of film I have ever created. I'm so proud of this movie trailer that I've produced with my friend Tara for our Batman Universe live-action series, Forsaken. We're going back to the old days of the comic serial. We will tell our story in 7 little 10-minute webisodes, as much like an actual comic book as possible. Each episode will feature another great villain from our legendary costume troupe, Gotham Public Works. I've been working on this project from the beginning, and I have worn the various hats of producer, first AD, composer, talent, and most recently, post-production supervisor. I am immensely proud of what we've all accomplished. Making film is truly a passion I could lose myself in. As you can see, I'm doing it now. If you're unable to come to our premiere in San Diego, never fear. We will post the trailer online shortly thereafter. So Friday, July 25th in San Diego, come to see the GPW Forsaken movie premiere. You will get to see me as Catwoman sing and swoon on a grand piano. Harley Quinn will be clowning around complete with rubber chicken, and our very own Huntress is going to embody the spirit of the fight in her martial dance. If you live in San Diego and you'd like to help, give me an email. I could use a street team. I can be reached at Reagan at the-high-priestess.com. Now for my scribe to the tribe. That's you. Bright solstice greetings to you. The summer solstice is the time of the sun's peak power. As the moon grows full and comes into direct alignment with the earth, so does the sun. And in the middle of June we experience the longest day of the year. This is the day when solar power is at its peak and in direct alignment with our little blue planet. After this long, hot day, the sun diminishes with the days growing shorter and cooler until the winter solstice in December. This part of the cycle is also when the serotonin in our brain is also at its peak, giving us the optimum biochemical environment for high-energy activity and enjoyment. The Reverend and I led our largest ritual ever, this June 20th, for the summer solstice at the House of Bliss. We were joined by esteemed authors and visionary magicians, Merlin of the Celestial Order, and Donald Michael Craig, author of Modern Magic. We were also joined by the magical Renfei and her king consort, Kor. You can listen to their magical music at myspace.com/Renfei, R-E-N-F-E-Y. The veil was certainly thin, and the wee folk joined us in merriment until the dawn hours. There was some of the most beautiful, heartfelt music shared, sometimes up to 3 music jams going on at the same time in different parts of the house. I actually sat under the moon and played my harp in the garden in a stone spiral. I played and played there for hours, and in the days that followed, I noticed that there is a tremendous amount of grass growing in that area now. It's as if the earth was thanking me for my offering. We had a wonderful time. We dined on fresh organic fruits and chocolates, satisfied our thirst with champagne and mead, and danced with the wee folk until dawn. It was an incredibly magical evening with new intimacy, artistry, and other positive effects, dancing off into the future. I also recently attended the International New Age Trade Show in Denver, Colorado. I got to perform in the Buyer's Lounge to an enthusiastic morning crowd. It was perfect. What better way to start off your day in a convention than to listen to live harp music? I was also interviewed, very exciting, by The Witch School, which is now available on youtube.com. One of the main things that I'm doing right now to make my life better is I'm studying to be a yoga teacher with my Maharani, Christy Marsden of Yoga Blend in Burbank. It is there that I practice yoga and occasionally perform or teach workshops. I've been pursuing this deep knowledge about yoga, and I must say, it's not at all what I expected. I felt I would be learning about the poses, exotic variations, and their Sanskrit names, and certainly this is a part of it, but I would say it's only about 20% of what I'm learning. We are deep in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, grasping a lineage that's over 5,000 years old. Yes, older even than Christianity. One of the most powerful concepts that I've grasped so far is a personal commitment that we can all make. More sustained joy for me. You heard me right. More sustained joy for me. you deserve it. In our culture, it's very much the norm for people to live in rather codependent relationships. We believe that our happiness is outside of us somewhere. Some magical person or experience will come along and create that joy for us. I personally have my son in the 5th house and have always been drawn to learning about life through pleasurable love affairs. Well, as I've learned, there's the pleasurable part and then that not-so-pleasurable part. I am making this commitment to more sustained joy for me, and what it means is that I have to make choices which lead me to the kind of joy that is actually sustainable. So I've been taking the time to hike with my dogs in the beautiful forest near my home. I've been doing yoga in the garden, keeping my journal, and playing music just for fun. I'm extending my grooming ritual to include anointing my body and honoring it as the body of the goddess herself. I've been setting my High Priestess Productions work aside and making time for my work on the astral plane, taking the appropriate time to tend to my subtler energy body. All of these things are bringing me such joy and balance that I have more than enough joy and energy to give adoringly to my amazing husband, the Reverend. This action, taking care of myself, seemed so selfish to my parched spirit, but was actually necessary. After all, who else in the world will see to it that my inner needs are met? No one can take responsibility for that but me. Take a day this month and really give yourself something delightful. Whether it's a fine meal, an evening alone in your own house, a yoga class, or just a trip to the beach. It's like that spiel about the oxygen masks on the airplane, they come down. You have to put yours on before you help other people. Breathe first, and then reach out to others. Starting in August, we'll be offering donation-only yoga classes at the House of Bliss. If you would like to come and take yoga with the High Priestess and the Reverend themselves, please send us an email. Schedule will be announced next month. Bright blessings. I'm the High Priestess.